You're not alone in wishing that you could learn things much faster and with more ease. I too had this wish. In this video, I'll teach you how to learn anything fast. Hello everyone, and welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is How to Above. If you're somebody who's trying to level up in life, whether they're in school or your general health, well then, you're in the right place. First things first, what even is learning? How to Above defines learning is same condition, new behavior. Now, what does this mean practically? It just means that when you're confronted with the same task, the same obstacle, that you do a different action upon that obstacle, that task, than what you did previously. An easy example of this would be when somebody knocks at your door. You usually just open the door and let them in. Then you come to How to Above, and How to Above tells you, hey, you can't just open the door for anybody. When somebody knocks, ask them, who is it? So now you're confronted with the same situation. Somebody knocks at the door, and then you ask, who is it? That means that learning occurred. That means that you change your behavior in the same situation. That is learning. In terms of school, this would mean that you have a problem, like a math problem, maybe exponents or something, then you get the question wrong. Then you come to How to Above, he teaches you how to do it properly. Now you know how to do it properly, you get the question right. Learning occurred. Learning only occurs when you change your habits when confronted with the same situation. But there are two elements that make up learning. The first element that makes up learning is remembering. Remembering is just a recollection. Remembering is just a recollection of previous experiences that happened to us or around us. Basically, I think everybody knows what the definition of remembering is, but I'll give the How to Above definition of it to you guys. The brain stores data. That data is kept inside of the brain. Now, at any point in time, the brain can access that data, kind of like files. Those files are what we call memories. And when you access those files, that's what we call remembering. Basically just recalling a past activity or a past experience that happened to you. The other aspect of learning is understanding. What's How to Above's definition of understanding? How to Above defines understanding as your ability to recognize patterns, recognize themes in sequences. An example of this would be when I tell you guys cat, dog, what comes after? Then you would say cat. Not because you were able to see into the future and were able to tell, okay, How to Above is going to say cat. It was because you recognize the pattern. Okay, whenever he says dog, then cat comes after. Whenever he says cat, then dog comes after. That's recognition. That's understanding. We're able to recognize a pattern. That's pattern recognition. This comes greatly into play in patterns. Actually, it's the mathematics topic, patterns. When you have x, y, 2, 4, 6, what is x and y? I didn't see the pattern. Okay, I'm counting in 2's beyond x and y, so x and y must just be 2's backwards. That's understanding. We're able to recognize patterns. Patterns don't just mean like the traditional sense of patterns. That's like in general, you're able to recognize certain things that stand out, like certain themes that things follow. Understanding. As you might be able to recognize for yourself that understanding isn't only in terms of school, but also in terms of basically everything. For example, when you say you understand people, what you actually mean to say is that you've seen this pattern so many times that now you're able to recognize it. When you see this pattern, you're like, okay, when somebody frowns, usually they're unhappy. So this guy is frowning, that means that he is unhappy. That's pattern recognition. That's understanding. You guys weren't here to learn what learning is. You're here to shortcut learning. When you know the definition of learning, that's just I used to A in a B situation, but now I C in a B situation. Now what you do with that formula is you divide it by time, how long it takes you to change your behavior. For example, what is a smart person? Well, what actually is somebody who's, how to above? What is that person? They're just somebody who's quick to adapt, somebody who quickly fixes their mistake. I ate in a B situation, now let me C in a B situation. Whilst you would A in a B situation multiple times before C'ing in a B situation. Now some of you might call this just, a fast learner. Yes, they're a fast learner, definitely. Somebody who's able to quickly switch between a in a B situation to C in a B situation definitely is a fast learner. How do you combat people like that? How do you combat your how to above? People who can easily grasp the topic just by, I A'd in a B situation and I failed, so now let me C in a B situation real quick. This is where repetition comes in, where some students only need to fail at a question once to get that, this isn't the right answer, let me change it. You then need to do it 10 times for you to finally grasp that, I'm not supposed to do that in this situation. Now you might be thinking how to above, that's definitely a disadvantage on my part because look, they're gonna be able to grasp it faster than me and I'm gonna be behind. True, but I have an exception for you. That's only when you guys have the same time horizon. That's only when I give both of you guys, you both have a week to grasp exponents, the entire topic. Both of you only have a week. You versus how to above. Obviously, I don't mean to brag. Obviously, you're gonna get absolutely steamrolled by how to above, because he's only gonna do like the question twice, get it wrong twice, and then boom, he's back. Now you're gonna do it. You're gonna need to be able to do it 10 times, but you're not gonna be able to do it 10 times in a week because you do it once every 3 days, a question once every 3 days. So on Wednesday you do it, then on Saturday you do it, then the week is gone. I only did 2 questions out of my 10 questions, so I didn't grasp the topic. But what if you did 2 questions a day? Then by day number 5, you understand exponents. Look at how to above. He needs to do the question twice, but he only does it every 3 days. So Wednesday and Saturday. That's when on day Saturday, that's when he grasps the topic of exponents. You need 10 questions to get the topic, but you do 2 every day. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. On day number 5, boom, I got exponents. It's in my head. How to above only got it on Saturday. You already have it on Friday. Now when we compare you guys, who really is the smarter one between you and how to above? It's all based on how you position yourself. It's all based on that. Repetition, volume, increase the volume. You can increase the leverage and increase the volume. That's actually a formula I wanted to share with you guys in one of my later videos. The performance formula or the output formula. It's volume multiplied by leverage. If you don't have the leverage, meaning you're not a quick learner, then just increase the volume. How many times you do the thing, that way you can get more from doing the thing. That's it. If you guys wanted to know how to learn anything fast, it's just fail at something. Fail at it, get it wrong, then figure out, what did I do wrong? What did I fail at? Then just fix that thing. Depending on how fast you can do that, that's what makes you a fast or slow learner. That's what makes you smart. That's what makes you how to above or how to below. I like the profile I made for how to below. If anybody wants that channel, comment down below. I'll give full rights to you guys. You guys can go how to below all you want. That's how you learn anything fast. It is absolutely possible to learn anything and do so with incredible speed. If you absorb the knowledge in this video, you too will see that it's actually a lot easier than it seems. Thanks so much for taking time to the video. If you found the content at all educational, do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.